It's week 6 of the 2024 season, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Cardinals and the Packers, and it comes your way next.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good
sit down with the quarterback this week, Mike, and we asked him, we said, can you put your finger on what went wrong last week for what was a pretty rough outing? And he said, you know, if I'm being honest, I didn't have my best week of practice. I practiced much better this week, and I'm expecting it to carry forward into the game. If he can continue to get better, and they can show that they can win when he doesn't have his best stuff, he plays a cleaner game, this is going to be a tough team to beat.
A huge play right off the bat. 61 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. It's Greg Dortch now from his end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, 1st overall pick in 2019. Wows you with those highlight plays over the years. Off the injury, Greg, the Cardinals quarterback, is once again the exciting Kyler Murray.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
McBride is the motion man. They'll go right back to Connor. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up at the 30. They'll go again here to Connor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one deep and looking for Melton. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Going to work Connor in the middle here. Can't fault the effort. He got hit for a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll try to run for it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field, and he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter, and it might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters too. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Love. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
Defense. Automatic first down. Ready, break.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready. Push.
One more time, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Once more from the 2, 3rd and goal.
Set, ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd down, Murray. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
To return, it's Nixon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up second.
Goal. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Hut.
And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
Okay, right.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. The next drive about to start as we take a look ahead to what's coming up the next couple of nights. Starting tonight, Sunday Night Football, it's the Bengals and Giants at MetLife Stadium, 8:20 Eastern Time. Followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. Quick turnaround for the stadium crew. The Bills and the Jets also at MetLife. Kickoff there, 8:15 from Jersey. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the 1st half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
The Cardinals lining up for punt as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. 10.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
10 cycles. 10.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. This is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Love. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Love. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Love to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Well, of course, Marvin Harrison Jr., he was the big name of this draft class for Arizona, but don't sleep on Darius Robinson. I mean, you think back to his Senior Bowl, that's really was his coming out party that allowed him to be such a high draft pick. He is versatile. He can play really any of the defensive line positions. He's physical against the rush. He can get after the quarterback. This is a guy that they raved about back at Missouri, and Arizona's got another really good defensive player to add to this unit.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
On third down, they go with Benson. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up fourth down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken.
Sacked by Shelby Harris.
Halftime now at Lambeau. And the Packers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin with the early game across the Atlantic at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Travis Etienne, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Demario Douglas, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cards offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
Set, ready. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw is Love. This one is caught by Reed. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. On 4th down, here's Anders Carlson for the Packers field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. Oh, he pulled it a bit, and that pass is left to the upright. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Cardinals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
On 2nd down, Murray. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Third and long. Murray will throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
This offense just can't buy a 3rd down conversion right now, Mike. And if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL. And so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cut.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Come on, set. Set.
On 2nd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to
Here we
go.
go. Here we go. Set.
Here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is brought in. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, the drive begins with Connor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to...
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Packers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
Intended for Jaden.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
53-yard attempt.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now Murray. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And it would appear they're about to go 6-0. Trying to kill some clock and get out of here with that win. This drive starts 1st and 10.
Ready?
Running is Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Dortch now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now it's Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. So, it's a win for the Packers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.